Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Prevail. Today I'm going to be showing you how to set up a 2-PC streaming setup without using a capture card. This can be useful if you build a new gaming rig and you want to use your old computer to stream from, or in my case, you just don't want to spend $200 on a new capture card. Currently, this approach is limited to 1080p, 60 frames per second, which is perfectly fine for streaming. It will not affect your gaming resolution or frames at all. Okay, in order to use this approach, there are a few key pieces of software that you're going to need to download before you start setting this up. First one is Streamlabs OBS. This is a streaming software that I use, and it also has a brand new feature called virtual webcam, which makes this entire approach possible. The second piece of software you're going to need is NDI tools. Again, the link will be down in the description. You will need to get this set up and downloaded on both PCs, your streaming PC and your gaming PC. As well as Streamlabs OBS. You'll need those on both computers as well. The third thing you're going to need is Voicemeeter. I personally use Potato because I like all the virtual inputs you get from that, but any version will work just fine. We're going to be focusing on the VBAN function of this software, as it will make getting your audio over to your streaming PC super simple. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to head over to your gaming PC and we're going to set up the virtual webcam in Streamlabs OBS to output your entire scene as a webcam NDI source, which you can then broadcast across your local network and receive it on the streaming PC to do the encoding, encrypting, and streaming bit of the 2-PC setup. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head over to settings, bottom left corner of Streamlabs OBS. We're going to go to virtual webcam and we're going to start virtual webcam. So now that that's done, we're going to put Streamlabs back in the background. You're going to come down to where your NDI tools software is located. And we're going to use Scan Converter. This is what will detect that NDI output we just enabled in Streamlabs OBS. So because I've been using this, mine is already set up. But what you want to do is go to webcam video source, and you're going to select the Streamlabs OBS virtual webcam. Once you highlight that, you now have an NDI source on your network, which can be picked up by your streaming PC. And now I'm going to go show you how to receive that in Streamlabs and use it as part of your streaming setup. All right, now we are on our PC that we're going to use to encode and stream from. So as you can see, there's no camera yet. For the sake of the video, I already have the audio set up, and I'm going to explain that in a later segment, how I have my audio coming directly from my gaming PC to my streaming PC, and is basically being cloned. So in order to get our virtual webcam that we just set up on our gaming PC, you need to head over to our streaming PC, open up Streamlabs, go to your scene, come over to sources, and we're going to add NDI source. And you click add source. For the sake of the video, we're going to name this virtual webcam. I'm going to add that source, and then we're going to select Streamlabs OBS virtual webcam. So we do that, and now we are getting the feed from my gaming PC over to my streaming PC. As you can see, it's outputting the entire source as a webcam feed. So you get the desktop and you get the webcam. So this is going to be important because it takes the burden off of doing the encoding for streaming off of your gaming PC and puts it onto a separate PC. As you can see, I'm capturing this and I'm not using a capture card. This is strictly across the network. So now we need to figure out how we're going to get our sound transferred over, because this will only transfer the video source. So now we're going to head over to our gaming PC and set up Voicemeeter VBAN to broadcast across the network, similar to how we just did the webcam, for it to be received by Voicemeeter on our streaming PC and incorporated into our stream. All right, so now we are back on our gaming PC. We're going to be focused on Voicemeeter in this segment to get our audio perfectly matched over the network and received by our streaming PC. All right, so we've got Voicemeeter pulled up. I already have VBAN on, but I'm going to show you how to set that up. So We're going to go to menu. We're going to go down to VBAN options. You click that. On the gaming PC, we're going to be setting up the outgoing streams. In order to do this, I recommend having your stream PC also pulled up so you can get the IP address. You're going to need the IP address because this tells Voicemeeter where to send the audio feed. So bus B1 is Voicemeeter VAIO, B2 is aux, and B3 is VAO3. You can output any of the buses from A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, B1, B2, B3. So to make things simple, I have everything in just 4 buses here. So we're outputting B1 to our streaming computer. So we're going to click on. This is going to show up green because I've already got it set up on the stream computer. But when you first do this without it being set up on your stream computer, this little box right here is not going to be green. That's just letting you know that it's being received by the other software on Voicemeeter. So let's go ahead and click on all 4 of the buses that we're sending over. I made this extra bus. Ignore this. We're not going to send that. It was just extra work I made for myself for no reason. So we've got our IP address set up. We're sending all 4 of these over, and now I'm going to show you how to go receive that on your streaming PC. So then we can clone this entire Voicemeeter setup onto our other PC. Okay, now we're on our streaming PC. I have Streamlabs pulled up just to capture this. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up our Voicemeeter on our streaming PC. Again, go menu, VBAN options. I'm going to bring this over. And now we're focusing on the incoming streams. You want these to be the exact same names as your gaming PC output. So as you can see, I have the IP address from my gaming PC coming into my streaming PC. So again, this box is green because the 2 Voicemeeter software applications are communicating with each other. So this is how you know that they are in fact communicating with each other. So this microphone that's being received by this block on input 1 is actually my microphone from my gaming PC. It's not connected to my streaming PC, but because Voicemeeter is connected on both PCs, it's actually mimicking and cloning the audio inputs. So this is a really, really simple way to be able to transfer your audio over. And as you can see, I don't have to adjust any of the sliders on here because I've already got them set up on my other computer. So when you go into your OBS, just select your audio inputs from your Voicemeeter. I have it exactly the same as the OBS from my gaming PC. It makes things simple for when I'm bouncing back and forth because I do my video editing on both computers. So this really makes it easy to get your audio over to your streaming PC. So now we've got both parts of the puzzle. We have our, bring it up. So we have our virtual webcam coming in from our gaming PC to our streaming PC, and now we're capturing the audio from our cloned Voicemeeter. So bring this back up. The lights are green, like I said, because it's being received on the other end. But this version of Voicemeeter is the outputs are the exact same as what you were seeing on the streaming PC. So all right, now that we have our video output being captured and our audio output being captured, let's put it all together and see what that looks like when we're ready to stream. So all I did was make an extra scene called stream, real creative. And then under sources, you want to add your virtual webcam, and you can't see it right now because I have the display being captured so you can see what I'm doing. And you want to add your audio sources, obviously, so that whatever you're doing is being captured. Again, all of these audio sources are coming from my gaming computer, so you don't have to worry about adjusting any of those on here. So when I remove display 1, now you see the virtual webcam. So when you're ready to stream and use your second PC for streaming, this is all you're going to have. You're going to have your audio sources that we're capturing and our video source that we're capturing. because this version of Streamlabs is basically has been turned into your capture card without having to use a capture card, because everything's being broadcast across the network. So I hope this video helped. It really took a lot of time to put all the pieces together. So if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I do stream on Twitch almost every day, so if there's something you would like answered immediately, please hop into Twitch on my chat, ask it, and I'll be more than happy to help.